Hello there, welcome to my channel. I'm super excited to be doing this world overview today because this world is specifically centered around diving, and if you know me and my channel, I love using diving lots and exploring like underwater in The Sims 3. It's literally one of my favorite features. So when I found this on Tumblr, I started internally screaming because that's what this world centers around. It is called Gatama Atoll, and it was created by Fruity Guerrero Sims on Tumblr. I will be providing the link directly to the post. They have all of the information about the world that they created on the post with other like images and things like that. I will just go over briefly what they give in the description to kind of just get an idea of what the world is. So it is a medium-sized world, unpopulated, and it was intended to be used with Island Paradise, essentially. They do give a tiny description just to go over the world. It says, a tropical ocean paradise loved by divers for its colorful coral and fish, and more recently by scientists for its unique marine life. With plenty of large and small fish, this is an ideal diving location. I'm so excited. I will also just say there are some packs that are required for this world to function. So it says you require Island Paradise, Seasons, Pets, and you also need the Store World Sunlit Tides, or this world will not work, unfortunately. There are also some required mods. The two that I have from this list are Unross Register, and then also the Dive Cave Reset fix, which is also very important when you're using diving lots, because otherwise it just resets them and your sim can't use them. And then also it says interact on sloped terrain. They said the world's kind of curvy, so they think having it's a good idea, though I'm assuming they say it's like recommended, but not necessarily like a requirement per se. Now with that being said, let's get started. So I did the free real estate cheat. Before using it, these two were starter home pricing, but then these other two opened up once I used the cheat. So it looks like these two homes are a lot more expensive, as you can tell. So let's just take a look at all four of them. These are definitely like beachside homes, which I think is so cute. Look at that. It can't get any better than that. Look at that view. You have the ocean right in your front yard. That's honestly a dream, but also kind of terrifying at the same time. So this is what this adorable house looks like. It is a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom home. It looks like it only is really suitable for one single sim, though I believe if you kind of fix this up, like you might be able to fit like a bunk bed or something like that and make it like suitable for roommates or siblings or something. And yeah, but it's really cute. It's very, very good though if you're having, let's say, like a single sim who's like an explorer and loves to do diving and that's like their main purpose. I mean, this is honestly the perfect house for that one, I would say. But let's just take a look at the outside one more time. This is what it looks like. Very, very cute. Next to that, we have the hot house, and this looks like it's also possibly a single story house. Yes, it does. As you can tell, I can see why they said that Sunlit Tides was required, because as you can see, it has like the roofing and some of the actual like build buy items and stuff were from that world. This one's very colorful, much different than the one we just looked at. Again, a single sim would fit here. You can probably fit bunk beds. You can always edit this and make it probably have a bigger bedroom and add like a smaller bathroom if you really wanted to. You know what I mean? But there's a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom, very colorful little living space over here, and then kitchen. I do love the color of this, though I don't know if I would say I love it for a fridge per se, but definitely very different. Then next to that, we have the jungle dwelling, which definitely looks like a much larger home compared to the other two. Now it is interesting because some of the houses are facing towards the ocean as the front of the house, as you can see, and then some are facing towards the road. So this one was, I think, so like technically this was the front of the house, but there is a side entrance here, it looks like, so technically that could be the front too. So it is interesting, you know, because like this is kind of the backyard to this home, but it also could be the front of it. You know what I mean? But this looks more like the front of it. It's just like for practicality reasons, you probably want to go that way instead of having them walk all the way around. So that's just one thing to note as I've noticed this, but look at that. Holy crap. Now again, this is very bright. It depends how you feel about super bright colors. I've mentioned in previous world overviews that bright colors sometimes are a bit much on my eyes. They can be a little sensitive if I look at it too long. This color in particular on this painting set is a bit much for my eyes if I look at it too long. I would probably have to renovate and change the colors just for my own sake, but otherwise this house looks really, really pretty. I do love this kitchen, and it has like its own other like, oh, so this is more of like a reading room, and then this is the actual living room space, and then this is the kitchen, and then there's a big dining space, and that leads off into the backyard, so to say. There's also a full bathroom here. I'm not sure why there's a door like this over here. I would probably remove that because you have the door here too. That's definitely an interesting choice. I wouldn't necessarily love having a bathroom that led into my backyard that also leads to the road, you know what I mean? But then there's also up here, there's more bedrooms. So we have one bedroom here, and then we have a full bathroom here, and then another big bedroom here, and okay, another big bedroom with its own like built-in bathroom there. So this is a 3-bedroom home. It does also have some balcony space, which is really pretty. This pool is very pretty. Don't get me wrong, this is very, very pretty. I love how they did this where it's built into it too, with like the columns. That is very pretty. I love this backyard or like this pool area. So it's a really nice house. Just some things I would probably tweak in terms of like with the door and stuff, and like the colors just for my eyes, like I said. But yeah, again, very beautiful. And then we have the Happy Habitat, which looks like it is a bigger home, but it might also just be a 1-story house at the same time. So again, this could be the front of the house really if you look at it from this way, but it could also be the back, depending, you know what I mean? Because it has like the car facing this way. So we'll look at it from that angle. Now let me pull the walls down. So this is the living room, and it leads right into this really open concept kitchen, and there's a dining space which leads with the door that leads out to the backyard area. And then we have here a full bathroom. There is one bedroom here with a single bed, another one here with a single bed, and then there's one with a double bed with its own separate bathroom. So this is a 3-bedroom home, and it has 2 bathrooms, it looks like. And then we have a nice patio space. Oh, I think, yeah, this is from Sunlit Tides, this flower, I'm pretty sure. And then I don't think there was a pool, right? Yeah, so there's really only just this kind of like wraparound porch area where you can lounge. And then obviously the ocean's still your backyard with all of these houses. So you don't really need a pool per se because you can just swim in the ocean, which is amazing. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed this over here. So we have, okay, this is an empty port here, but you could put something there. But there's also a tiny houseboat. So this is the houseboat. It is very tiny, but that is typical for a houseboat. We do have the deck up here, which is really just the steering area, but you could probably add some like lounging and like a barbecue and stuff. And then we go here and we have a desk space when you walk in. We also have a kitchen over here, and there's a tiny little living room with a dining area. Now this has, of course, like the tiny bathroom thing, like the 2-in-1, but really like for the bed area, I would say you could fit a double bed here. You definitely could, and you can put like a smaller dresser on the side. I would say that would probably fit that way, because you could probably put it, you have to maneuver some things around, but you can even put like the bathroom probably in the corner and fix it that way if you wanted to have like a couple live here, you know what I mean? But very cute. It's nice to have a houseboat. I didn't even notice that at first. But now, okay, I'm going to move the sim into one of the houses here because I want to explore the world, and I also think I'm going to explore one of the diving lots. Okay, so let's see what we got here. All right, so we do have quite a bit going on here. I do have map tags, so it tells you when there is a rabbit hole in a building. So let's see, we have the final sunset graveyard. Let's just take a look at everything here. Ooh, okay, a lot of detail in this world. I'm liking the Grim statue that kind of greets you as you enter, and you have like this kind of walkway you have to cross over. It's kind of ominous. And then of course we have the mausoleum rabbit hole, so you do have the career here. Lots of detail. You can even go fishing here if you wanted to. And then we have over here the military base with the rabbit hole, but there's also some lots here, it looks like. So they have like a fake helicopter pad going on. And then if you open it, there's like some, like, I guess like a rest stop. We do have a sweet water pool, so we have a swimming pool. Now this, I think, came with Island Paradise because the name and its visuals look very familiar to me. So I'm assuming they took what was from Island Paradise and possibly made it their own and added stuff to it, because I definitely feel like this was in that world, unless it was from Sunlit Tides. It was from one of those two. It's either from that pack or that world, but I definitely recognize this. But again, it looks very good. I think this looks really cute. So we have the pool, which is really nice to have, and then we have here the day spa, of course. Like they said, Sunlit Tides was required, so I think they might have taken also some lots that already existed and just tweaked them to their liking, because this is definitely the Sunlit Tides rabbit hole, like in its full form. Like this is what they had on the lot. So Like I said when I read it, you absolutely need sunlit tides for this world to work if you want any of the rabbit holes to show up. Because it's clear as I'm looking at this, even the science ground, these were all pre-made by EA for sunlit tides. Ooh, so we do have over here the smuggler's lair. Now, this is probably what they were saying to use for the raised terrain with the mod, though you might be able to get away with just like driving up here. This is for the like criminal career, and they used that rabbit hole. But this is really cute the way they designed it. They made it look kind of like dirty and like kind of abandoned and stuff, like a cave area. And then we have next to where I moved my sim into, I moved her into one of these. There's a Fortunate Fishing, which again is a pre-made lot by EA because I remember this name. It is just a fishing pond area, but it's nice to have some fishing lakes. And then let's see. Oh, this is City Hall. Okay, so we have City Hall here. Again, like I said, this was like this might have been made by EA, but I'm not sure if EA made this or if they made this and they just added the rabbit hole here. But again, like sunlit tide stuff is going on there. That looks cool. So I do see here the Tropic Llama Library. Let's take a look at the library here. I'm not sure if this is a pre-made lot or if this person made this. I'm not 100% sure because I don't recognize this library, but it could be from Sunlit Tides and I just haven't been in the library at Sunlit Tides, so I don't know. Let me know if you recognize this library or if maybe they made it themselves. But again, I feel like I've seen this before. I feel like I've seen this library before, but I could be mistaken. But yeah, it's nice to have this library. There's a kid area over here, which is cute. We have the upstairs area here. It's quite a big library space. I like this part over here too. And yeah, that's for the skill books over there, like that bookshelf. And yeah, we have a nice library. And then I think kind of lastly, we just have the like Island Paradise Festival. So let me just see if it's like, okay, so this was the pre-made lot. What I'm gathering from this is that it's possible all of the commercial lots, including like the rabbit holes and everything in this world, were actually already pre-made by EA. So that's why you would need like Sunlit Tides and Island Paradise and stuff besides using the dive lots, because the lots that they use, I think, were from like those worlds. So I'm assuming, because they did say the main purpose of this world was the diving lots, so I think what they did was like do more diving and that's what they focused on, and they did like a lot of like pre-made lots, which I'm perfectly fine with. I'm just realizing it now as I look at it because it does look familiar, some of the stuff here, but I do see empty spaces here. I'm just curious. Let me go into Edit Town really quick. I want to see what might be empty lots. Perfect. So they added customizability for you, you know? So if you want to add in, let's say there is a 64 by 64 that's empty here. We have all of these are also like commercial lots too. Now this, you would have to, this is for me specifically because I think the Weatherstone popped up here, so it's not showing in particular what it's supposed to be. But there's a 19 by 33. Then we have a 27 by 31. 24 by 19, interesting sizes, and a 27 by 21 lot type size. And then we also have the empty port here as well. So, and then all the diving lots are here too. There's also like this like land spot over here, and then there's also the hidden islands too, which we have here, which are hidden land spots. So there's a lot of extra space here. So let's say you wanted to add like, you know, other commercial lots like bars and arcades and stuff. Totally a possibility here because you have so much extra space. This world overview isn't over quite yet, so I think it does show you here. Okay, so these are the ones. Okay, so this one is hidden. So I did go ahead and cheat her diving skill to level 4 because it did say in the post that each requires different levels because there is different like dangerous level to each of them. So she can dive at Spring Garden, it looks like, and Atoll Gate. Now these three and these corners are the ones that she is not advanced enough to look at yet. So let's go to Spring Garden. I want her to scuba dive, and we're going to take a look at some of the diving lots since that's what this world is really all about. Okay, we made it to one of the diving lots. Now, I think this is one of the smallest ones and has like the least skill level required. As you can see though, they added spawners. So we have an octopus on the floor already. We have like hermit crabs. So they have the spawners here. A really tiny coral reef area. There is a chest here that you can open. I won't go ahead and do all of that, but I just wanted to like show what it looked like. Okay, so we're at the second one, and this was the Atoll one. Oh, this one's a lot more detailed. Okay, so we do have fish swimming around here. Oh my gosh, look at this. So there's a lot here. This one's really pretty. So we have we have stuff here. We have another chest here with some treasure. We have some spawned in fish, jellyfish. I see like the sea urchins and things like that. This lot's quite big. There's a lot of spawners. So this is good for like when you want them to have like the diving career and they have to catch fish with it. I did take a look around in this lot. It doesn't seem like the first two diving spaces have caves, so I don't think you actually have the diving caves available when you have a lower skill level in this world. So I'm going to assume that maybe the higher skill levels is when they added the diving caves. It does seem like all of this is like functional though, when like it's routed properly. Like my sim seems to be swimming around and having a good time scuba diving. I'm super excited to use this though for like a specific like a diving sim, because I love doing that career and that skill. It's one of my favorites. Before we end this world overview, I totally didn't see some of this stuff was like functional things. So there's actually like land spots here, so you can have sim kind of go here and set up camp for like storyline purposes. Let's say you want them to be like a deep sea diver and they got stuck on like by the area or whatever, and they had to set up camp for the night with like a tent or something. And you could put like maybe a fire, bonfire or something like that for them to make food. I mean, that's really cool. And then there's also the Donut Reef land spot. And this is like another sort of area here that is like an island. And there was also like a really tiny island I just saw in the middle here called literally Small Island. And it's just like a little, this I probably wouldn't have a sim go to because of how like round it is. But like it's a cool, there's like a little cool spots here. And then I totally didn't see this. This is a house. There's a dang house over here. So we're going to take a look at this really quick. So this is literally a house for, I guess, like a secluded sim or something. I don't really know, but it's really, really cute. Like, look at this. They have their own, like, fire pit sort of thing here. They have their lounging area. They have a cute little awning here with their outdoor dining space. And they have a cute, look at that, like a cute little dog thing set up. And I wish we had hammocks in the game because that would have been so cute with like this area. Though I'm sure there's like custom content for that. But then this is the house here. And this has, oh, this is a spacious house. Okay, it's really spacious. You could totally turn this into a 2-bedroom home if you really wanted to. But yeah, that was this house. I just want to take a look at that really quick. That will be it for this world overview. I'm going to leave the rest up as a surprise if you haven't seen this world before and you would like to download it and use it. I'm super excited for this kind of world because like I've mentioned, I love diving in the game, and this is perfect for my sort of gameplay when I like to do deep sea diver like save files. This is literally all you would need for that. So I'm so glad that I found this. I will provide the download link in my video description. Like I mentioned, it's going to be a Tumblr post, so you have to scroll down to the bottom and hit like show more. There should be the download link at the bottom of the post. If you did enjoy this, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and to subscribe if you haven't already. It all really helps out my channel and I would really, really appreciate it. Other than that, I hope to see you in the next one, and take care. Bye!